All right, can everybody hear me? Okay. So I had a little bit of a meeting today with my inner child. And I realized I've been running my whole life. I've been running away from something I can't even see. And every chance I feel that I get that I'm finally good, that I can finally move on, it comes back around and rears his ugly head again. Something that's been in the shadows. That throws a rock and hides a hand. That chooses not to be seen. thinking that they're playing some game, making you suffer. As a sort of entertainment. No matter what, and no matter where you go, you can't seem to escape it. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know there are others. And to think that we can't even call somebody. There's no number to call. You're on your own. You're on your own, but you're not alone. Because there are others out there like you. Trapped within the clutches of submission. Thinking that you don't have a voice. Thinking that no matter what you say, people see you and misunderstand you on purpose. Who do you have? When you have no one else to count on but yourself. As much as you might have people that love you and care for you, certain things that you have going on inside your head and in your heart, there's no one that quite understands you. And if you were to try to explain it to them, they'd look at you like you were crazy. Tonight's collective is for you. Every video on this channel has been for you. For the ones that can't find their words to speak up. And for the ones that don't know who to speak to. This one is for you. I've been where you are. And just like me, there will be a time in your life where you too will rise like a phoenix out of the ashes. There will be a time where you too will rise and speak your peace. There's no one that has a bigger challenge than you of who I'm resonating with. There's no one out there right now dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with. The scenarios you had to get yourself out of, all on your own. And the people that you realize that, well, you thought you could trust them. The ones that weaponize their compassion to pull you in and reel you in, only to exploit and use you. It's meant to be that way. It's one of their isolation tactics. It's like they work together as a team behind closed doors to come into your life, love bomb you with a whole bunch of compassion, and then bounce at the last minute. Or smother you so much to the point where you just block them out. It gets to the point where even genuine acts of kindness, you now question. It makes it virtually impossible to be social with people. It makes it virtually impossible to be able to trust anyone. If people come at you with kind words, is it to boost you up, patronize you? Why would somebody want to do something that heinous to someone? Out of envy and jealousy. It's mainly because they've lived with a mask their whole life. All the while you're walking authentic, true to yourself. You make it literally effortless. And they can't seem to get over it. So they try to trigger you and rip you apart and tear you down. All because they wish they had what you had, not realizing what it took for you to even receive it. Do you honestly think I wanted the trauma? Do you think I wanted the abuse? It left me with no choice but to heighten my senses and to read the energy of the room in order to protect myself. Are you sure you want to go through the trauma that I went through to get this gift? Are you sure you're willing to go through the pain to understand the empathy that you must have for humanity regardless? The pain is humbling. It's tiresome. It literally brings you to your knees. And tears. More like weeping. You want power? You must feel the pain. You want to step into your authentic version of yourself. You must face your monsters. You must empower yourself against them. It is the only way. I grew up a crib kid. Otherwise known, once I learned how to climb, then I was no longer a crib kid. But they tried a bunch of different ways of trying to keep me corralled. I do believe to some degree it was a form of neglect. And then the nightmares came. And the growing pains. It felt like a roller went over my legs. The agony just in that itself. And then the astral projection. And the nightmare-induced anxiety attacks. And then the lockdown in the hospital. And then my sledding accident that just about had me paralyzed. To almost being kidnapped, walking home from school, to being electrocuted. I've learned a lot in my years. I guess a lot of it is where I got my discernment, the ability to think before I did something, to think of the possible outcome, to begin to live with good intention. What happens when your land of origin fails you? Like, it's out there talking about humanity and human rights and all this other shit, and the right to, live your best dream, but live your best life and obtain some sort of worth in the world. And then on the other flip of the coin, put out so many roadblocks to make it virtually impossible. And how long do you think that they were going to do that and get away with it without us figuring it out? I mean, yeah, living life here on Earth isn't the easiest. It comes with its challenges. It's part of the experience and the process. But when did it get so incredibly sadistic? Like, wouldn't it be a wonderful thing to look back in history and know that we actually ripped our heads out of our asses, grew the fuck up, and actually created peace so that World War III never happened? Wouldn't it be nice to write in history that the human race actually decided to do something right for a change? And focused on peace instead of who's better than you or who's better than them or who's got the biggest fucking dumbass gun, who's got the biggest bullet, who's got the biggest tank, who's got the biggest submarine. Who's made the biggest impact in bettering our world? As a country, who's made the best impact in the world as a country? As far as the betterment of humanity. Who's actually making a difference? Instead of spending all their money overseas and nothing on their homeland, and building up their populace within their own countries. Oh yeah, come on over to our country, we'll help you out, yeah? Okay, so they're gonna come over and we're gonna help you out, alright? They won't even help their own. Yet they're gonna help a bunch of other people that don't even speak the language. And somehow that's better. Whatever happened to protecting your locals? Whatever happened to protecting the people that are at home? Whatever happened to building them up as a society in order to be able to help others? Maybe even as a sponsorship. So that way at least they have someone to see and to help them around when they come here. Or vice versa, wherever. Why is it that the place that I grew up pretty well spit me out? Well, the place where I was born pretty well spit me out. In the place where I grew up, if I was to go back there, the shit would hit the fan. And I would probably snap out. So I choose not to bother. I choose to walk away. So I stay out of the danger zone. The whole thing is, I'm not out here being vindictive, trying to rip people apart. I'm really not. I'm calling out a lot of karmic energy that should have been dealt with a long time ago. A lot of us are too stubborn to heal. That's not my problem. However, somehow, some way, along the way, you're trying to make my problem, when it's not my problem. I've always tried to stay in my divine energy, and I choose to be there. This doesn't make me any better than you, or vice versa. It's the divine energy that you choose to hold within yourself, within your intentions. And when you're hanging around karmic energy, it's next to impossible to step into your divine energy. I'm exhausted. I could sleep all day, and it's the tired that sleep can't fix. So, in a roundabout way, I'm doing my best. Take this bitch off. Hang on a second. No, that's not the one I want either. There we go. The one thing I want to say to the ones that are feeling alone. It's not meant to be easy. And at some point you might be feeling that you're fighting for your life. But always know that there's a lesson in it. There's a lesson of self-worth. People think being a chosen is being chosen by God, and it's not the same thing. People think it's a godly thing. People think it's like a Jesus thing, and it's not. It's a divine calling thing. As much as we do agree to come here, to Earth, this is a training ground. That is one thing we tend to forget. It's a literal training ground. It allows us to feel all the emotions. It allows us to open up our energetic centers of experience. That's the main reason why we come to Earth. It gives us a physical body in order to feel a physical reality. And when we are not here on Earth, we are in spiritual form. We are in spirit form. And the soul essence of ourself in oneness with source energy. There are different planets, different solar systems, different galaxies that have different experiences to be had within different frequencies. To say it's a UFO or a alien or whatever the case may be on that paradigm, it's kind of Hollywood. Because when you're speaking within the starseed realm and the celestial realm, we are all of spiritual essence, of the source energy of life itself. We are that creation. We are a little itty bitty piece of the bigger puzzle. And every experience that we go through within our essence of who we are at the soul level is what we bring back to source as consciousness. So no matter what we experience throughout our life, it is for the essence of experience, for our soul essence of who we are. What we might go through one life in a chaotic storm of pain, we might go through in another life and it be absolute bliss and joy. But each experience brings a different perspective, a different understanding, a different lesson. Some of us get distracted. Some of us are outright sabotaged off of our pathway. The whole aspect of coming here to Earth specifically is to go through the great remembering. It's the great riddle of life. It's the great riddle of our experience here on Earth. To be in the remembering of who we are. The funny thing is it's all out in front of you in plain sight, hidden. It's in absolutely every experience, every breath, every beat of your heart, every teardrop of happiness and sadness. When you think of yourself outside of your human version of yourself, and you look down and you see you in the predicament that you're in, depending on how you look at it, very well could bring you enlightenment into the bigger story that is unfolding before you. For a lot of us, we lose our family and we lose our friends. We find ourselves isolated. But when you look back into these particular relationships, you find yourself isolating away from them due to the fact that they want you to become something else. It's almost as if they want you to pretzel yourself to make them feel comfortable. You find yourself fixing yourself to be something that they need instead of focusing on you. Pouring out your heart to the wrong people without pouring your heart out to yourself keeps you depleted. And to be so selfless as to deplete yourself for someone that wouldn't do the same for you is actually quite selfish when you really think about it. Selfish to think that you're not even good enough. That you have to keep serving others in order to survive. Not realizing it's one of the biggest psyopses that has been ingrailed into our heads. To think that we need to be of service to others to survive. What about service to ourselves? Where do we draw the line? Really, where do we draw the line? I'm going to do something that I'm not usually doing here on this channel, but I kind of find it odd. And I get the whole meaning for the tariffs that are happening. Okay? But there's literally going to be an economic economic tariff war that is literally going to incite civil war. And you know what? I agree. The borders need to be tightened up. 100%. And I figure if you're going to come to our country, wherever you might be, you're going to come to the country and you're going to break the law while you're in our country, guess what? You're gone. You don't deserve to be in our country if you're going to come here and loot and wreak havoc on our populace. We don't play that way. Go home. I've literally ran my whole life away from the darkness. And to be brought to near death, and to be brought back, and to say, no, there's something more here for you. Look. So I looked, and everything I fought so far, so hard to deny, was staring me right in the face. So I sat with it a while. It started to empower me to become who I am now. To step into what was shown to me all these years. To acknowledge my warrior. To acknowledge my shaman. To acknowledge my healer. To acknowledge my protector. And my teacher. And my artist. My magician. I've already been to the brinks of death. I'm already on my way back up. By divine light, I live. Anyone in the prospect of trying to stop that is in for a rude awakening. And I'm stating this for your protection. I know I'm divinely guided, guarded, and protected. But I say this mainly for you. To stand down. And to focus on your healing. No telling the chaotic aftermath that will ensue upon your life if you continue. The ancestors have been unleashed. If they're not haunting you now, they will be. And if they're not haunting you, then you're not doing anything wrong. The ones that know who they are should be scared. And this not only goes for me and my adversaries, this goes for my collective and my tribe. The ancestors are turning in their graves for what's been going on the planet. Combined with the starseeds and the earth angels, there will be a time very soon that we will rise. And you are being asked to go by the beat of your heart rather than by the beat of the propaganda. It will try to create division, but there will be a time where we need to stand together. And instead of lashing out, we need to support each other as a community. Whoever that was needed an exorcism. I almost want to go have another cigarette out of spite. Let's. Thank you, Max. They're on the prowl tonight. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light. Is there any messages that you'd like for me to channel? Okay, so there are ancestors coming forward that would like to be acknowledged or acknowledge. The name I'm hearing is Suzanne. She died from lung cancer. She's coming through. Hang on a second. I don't smoke out here very often, so meh. Rumi needed to go to the washroom, so it's all good. So, Susanna, she passed away from lung cancer. She's saying that she is at peace and she misses her brother and her sisters. She had 2 sisters and a brother. She's with her mother and her father. There's also a man coming through. This, this older man, I think he passed away from pneumonia. I'm getting a lot of coughing and issues with his throat and mucus. I'm getting like pneumonia. The name Robert is coming forward quite predominantly. There's somebody that's feeling guilty that they feel they could have done something more. There was nothing else that you could have done to help this person. You're holding on to guilt that needs to be let go. You did what you could. Even though you felt helpless, you did what you could. This whole idea that you could have done more, you've done what you could. Considering you had your own life to live, and then you're stopping everything to help them. and allowing your life to fall at the wayside because of it. And even after he's been gone, you still hold on to it, which is holding you back from living again. Let it go. Stating there's nothing you could have done to make anything better than what it was already. Find closure that he's at peace. He's no longer in any pain. He's not gasping for air. We don't have very many ancestors coming forward and speaking very often. But those two were very predominantly evident within my energy tonight. There are a couple other timelines of people coming in with roughly the same similar situations. And I'm being told by Spirit that not all the names with Suzanne or Robert would be evident within this. If you know of somebody that had to deal with pneumonia, where you feel that you're holding on to guilt, specifically, that message very well could be for you if it's resonating. And vice versa with the lung cancer. There's a little bit of guilt both sides. Almost the same scenario. So it's a message, if you're holding on to guilt, let it out, let it go. So before you go to sleep, you need to burn some Palo Santo, and you need to do a warding at your windows. Add in some protective herbs, mix in and create some black salt, and ward your windows as well with black salt. And maybe have a pouch of it handy for if they do show up in spiritual form or you feel them, then you can banish them. Black salt is a very good dynamic. You can do a red salt as well, which is black salt and dragon's blood. It's very good for banishing and protection. So it's white salt with charcoal, and then you add in dragon's blood. Preferably the resin, but it's very messy. So be careful where you sprinkle it. But yeah, before you go to sleep, you can call on your angels and your protectors to guard you in your sleep when you're sleeping, to not allow those that no longer serve you to have entrance or admittance to you while you're sleeping. All right. Let's get into some cards, shall we? Yeah, that helps. But it's good to use your words from your heart as well. That's where the real magic is. Okay. Intuitive animal whispers. Energetic check-in to start with. I can't believe we're 78 minutes in and I'm just starting now. Thank you for your patience. Spirit is asking you to hold off right now. No need to be assertive, just chill out. Relax. You are protected. This one too? Okay. Ultimately, you have personal choice as to where and what you want to do. Spirit is asking you to use your discernment in those actions. If something feels off, it probably is. And someone's trying to screw with your perseverance and try to get you to decide differently, and they're trying to distract you to decide the wrong pathway. However, you're about to see a miracle in your life. And you're going to realize you're a lot more powerful than what you think you are. And interesting enough, you didn't even have to access your magic. There's a new partnership coming in for you. And I have a feeling that this partnership, I don't know, it's going to, for some of you, it might be distracting. And then for others of you, it's going to be very, very beneficial. They're going to guard you. They're going to protect you. Okay. For some of you, there's some sort of partnership that you're in right now as a guardian, but they are diminishing your magic, creating a trauma bond, trying to take away your freedom. They're trying to test your patience. Because they have a hard time with being authentic. They have a hard time showing up. When you're you're on this new path, okay? You have a new focus. This new focus is kind of, I don't know, it's got them screwed up. It's none of their business, really. But once this new pathway comes in, you need to take action. And you need to keep this quiet. For some of you, you'll know exactly what you're doing. You'll know exactly what this is all about. You'll know exactly why or who and whatever else. For some of you, you're going to question it. Now, this relationship very well could get you out of this trapped energy. For some of you, if it feels off, they very well could be trying to trap you. Okay, so use your discernment and your intuition going forward. But for the ones that are coming in that are trying to help us get out of the trap that we are in, um, keep it quiet. Don't tell anyone. So there's a liar in the mist that knows that you're an old soul, and they're trying to ruin your possibilities. They're trying to take away your abundance. Yeah, they're trying to take away your independence and your grace. They literally have no grace. Okay? They have no grace whatsoever. But they are very unprepared. Okay? I get a feeling they're going to try to catch you off guard. They want to come in as a friend. But you know the difference. You know the situation. You know their motive already. Because you're a visionary. You have the inner knowing, and that's what they don't anticipate. But they're not protected like you are. You're a shaman. You deal with the shadow all the time, and they're trying to play you with the shadow. It's like giving death threats to the Reaper. Give me a break. Yeah, you have more luck in this situation than you actually think you do. Because you're divinely guided, guarded, and protected, there very well could be possibilities for you here. The situation is, though, is some of these situations might seem a little off, but you're going to be given the insight. And sometimes you need to utilize one particular situation to get to the next level, to get to the next stage, right? And without this particular situation to happen, you can't get to that next stage. So I'm being said to trust the process. Now, again, use your intuition. If something says no and something is like way off and it doesn't seem right and you feel like you're in a vulnerable position, then no, then decide against it. What is right for you will feel right for you. It will be no question. You'll know within yourself that you can trust it. And that's the difference that you'll know. If you're questioning it and it doesn't feel right and it's off, it's off. There's something off about it that you don't see or that, no, then don't go there. But a ladybug might be good luck to you. Okay? So that very well could be of some sort of significance or a sign. Okay. But it does seem like there very well could be a move happening soon. A move or a relocation. It's going to happen by divine timing. Yeah, whatever this is going to make you happy. It's going to bring your vibrance back. And the whole thing is you're not going to see this coming. Yeah. So there's particular wisdom that you don't currently have right now in order to move forward and progress. There's certain things, certain lessons, certain things that you need to learn about first before you can step into the next season or the next timeline. If there's something that you've been wanting to study or look into, I would look into it. Spirit's saying something about stop stalling, okay? If there's something that you're looking into or that you want to explore, look into it. Find out all the red tape to see if it's actually going to serve you or not. If it's not going to serve you, then it's maybe go back to the drawing board and look for something else. But go towards the thing that it inspires you. Okay? Yeah. You might have to act the place of a muggle for a little while. You're very in tune magically. But in order to be in a particular community, you're going to have to rein in Spirit's saying and act civilized. And it's not about losing who you are as a person, it's just kind of refining your discipline within certain particular crowds of people. And it's not necessarily assimilating, but bringing yourself to a different timeline of alignment. Spirit's saying also that you can align to many different frequencies. Unlike some people, you can see things from a different perspective, from pretty well any walk of life. You can relate to other people from many different situations. It actually gives you a cut above the rest. Spirit's asking you to acknowledge this and to utilize this within the support of the community that you might be looking into creating. Spirit's saying to get inspired. Okay. What's the current energy, Spirit, Voice of Souls? Can I get a couple cards? We'll do a 4 stack. Why not? I don't think I have enough room for 6 stack. Let's go. What's the message for the collective? Voice of Souls, is there any collective? Thank you. Is there anything else that the collective needs to know right now? Something's happening soon. I don't know, but we're going to look into it. Okay, so some sort of regrets. Regrets soon. Somebody's A 5 and a 23. So 5 and 5. There's lots of changes. Somebody regrets something, or somebody's going to regret something soon. Somebody's biting their tongue. Interesting. Okay, is there anything else here, Spirit? Okay, there's no duality here, whatever this is. It's all one-sided. Okay, it's like giving me the fact that somebody doesn't want to take accountability. Okay, no secrets. Maybe they're telling the truth. Maybe they're speaking the truth. We got love. And message to pass on in reverse. And submission. Source. Source loves you. Okay. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you spoke on some sort of secrets, and they have no other choice but to submit, and they're not calm about it. Somebody tried to sacrifice you. They ended up sacrificing themselves. Somebody from the other side is not happy. Somebody's not happy at all. Somebody's spinning in their grave. They don't like the fact that you're going to find love, and that Source loves you, and that you're protected. Somebody did something stupid. They flew off the handle. There very well could have been an accident. I think this is why somebody regrets something. Somebody's regretting actions soon because there was no duality. Like they tried to project something onto you that it was them, but it wasn't. Like it didn't stick. All the pain, all the suffering that they caused you, it just literally went back to them. Because Divine's like, nope, plucked out of that mayhem. And they're not calm because they now have to submit to the pain and the suffering that they're going to cause you. They're now having to submit to that. And this very well could be death because I'm getting a feeling that uh, they were doing death spells, they were doing death magic. They wanted you gone. So they're literally fucking around and finding out the hard way. Sorry, but I have no compassion for people like that. The divine always tends to balance everything out in the end. Right? And it's a real shame that people got to be learning these lessons the hard way. But it is what it is. It's out of our hands. Spirit's also saying that you might have warned this person about a particular situation that they were going to get themselves into, and they didn't listen to you. And they got themselves into a bit of a predicament, and now they don't want to come forward because they're too ashamed. They know that you're going to be like, oh, I told you so. But they're also they're kind of unnerved or nerved up at the fact that they might have to submit to something. They might have to submit to you because there's some sort of secrets that need to come out to bring some sort of clarity or closure to a situation, and somebody knows something and they're going to come forward. They're not happy with the fact that they have to do this. I'm telling you right now, the energy I'm getting off of this source and love and soon card, like I'm feeling blessed beyond measure, like abundance, prosperity, healing, clarity, closure, like it's all happening all at once. It's like literally falling in your lap, like, and somebody hates the fact that this is going to happen. They don't like that this is going to happen. Somebody's extremely nerved at the fact that you're getting what you want and they're not getting what they want. But this is a particular energy that was coming up against you, sabotaging you. And it's giving me a feeling that you're getting your justice, collective. That's what it feels like. And Spirit's trying to keep it quiet. You probably don't like surprises. Well, you're just going to have to suck it up. Because that's how it's coming at you. Now, some of this clarity might hurt you. It has the potential to rip you apart. But it's a truth, I think, that you already suspected. So it's kind of giving me a feeling like you're not going to be surprised. You're just going to be like, really? I was hoping it wasn't going to be like that, but okay. But it's giving me a feeling like whoever I'm speaking to, you've got some sort of insight happening, and you've been in tune, you've been on point. And yes, Spirit loves you, and Spirit's been giving you this insight in order to help you empower yourself for the next couple stages. But you're kind of in a kind of like a resting period. You're in like a regeneration right now. In a process of like a rebirth, regeneration, and ascension all at once. That's kind of what I feel. There's a lot happening all at once. So if you're feeling a little off, or you're feeling drained, or you're feeling tired, or you're feeling dizzy, maybe slightly nauseous, and it does not make any sense as to why you might feel this, it's probably because of that. Now, there might even be bodily shakes, like you're almost vibrating. If you feel this, this is partially a part of the ascension. It's definitely an ascension symptom. If you're sitting there and you feel like you're vibrating, yeah. It's kind of reacting, and it's working with the vibrations of your crystalline energy within you. Okay, moving on. Okay. Give it a little itty bitty shuffles. Check out the angels, see what they have to say. What's going on, angels? Yes. The ones in your right ear, I believe they are from the celestial realms. So there's usually messages from the celestial angelic realms if your right ear is ringing. It also represents your current surroundings. Um, your left ear is there's somebody out in a particular energetic field. Depending on the sound, depending on the pitch, it could represent a different message. I forget, but it's usually, I think it's a low tone if it's bad news, if people are talking about you. Like if it's a high pitch, it's usually it's usually good news. I could be wrong. Gonna look into it. I've got days where both sides are ringing. So I've got people in my 3D reality wreaking havoc, and then I've got stuff in the astral realms and whatever else. I meant to say astral. Celestial astral realms um, instead of just celestial angelics. Alright, angels, what's the message for my collective? We'll go with a 3, so pick a 1, 2, or 3. I'll draw 3 cards, so pick it and keep it to yourself. Don't put it in the chat. Alright, we got 1, 2, and 3. Number 3, we've got Raphael, Archangel Raphael. Trust your spiritual vision. Activation. I trust my inner vision. Your psychic and spiritual abilities are awakening. Trust what you are seeing, for your intuition is correct. You can read between the lines, and the information you feel rising up within you is being divinely revealed to you. You have spent many lifetimes preparing for this moment, and although you may feel apprehensive, you were born for this. Believe in the beauty of your gifts and trust. Okay, thank you so much for the donation, Amelia. So we've got the cherubim, cherubium, cherubium, whatever. Sorry if I butchered it. Create your own story, number 2. Activation, I recognize my ability to direct and experience my, bleh. Let's try that again. I recognize my ability to direct the experience of my life. It says here, nothing is set in stone. You are the co-creator of your life. The circumstances that you have experienced up to this point have been linked to the choices that you've made and the karma of your ancestors. Now is a pivotal time for you to begin moving into a space where you can create a story that's more aligned to your needs and ultimately the calling of your soul. This is basically clarifying what I've been saying earlier in the channeling. okay, about moving forward in a different, with a different view, and trusting your intuition and your discernment to move forward. But to be able to give yourself the choice, the personal choice, to make the decisions and not allowing life to just happen. It's about creating as well. It's about taking the reins and being in control of your decisions. Now, there's also a possibility when you're using your discernment and your intuition that there is no wrong decisions. It will all bring you around and into a place of awareness and experience. Now, we've got the Orion for number 1. I think I went backwards, right? 3, 2, 1. It's either 1 or 3. Pick one. Whichever one I didn't do. Anyway, Orion. Visions of the future. And I know I have personal connections to Orion as well. I am the visionary of my future. Your life and future are in your hands. You are a powerful manifester with the ability to call in and create the life of your dreams. What you focus on with unwavering faith is what you will experience. Focus your energy not only on what you want, but on feeling the way that you want to feel. For the feelings are what will bring you the safety and connection that you desire. Okay? So I hope that helped. Alright guys and gals. Let's see what the karmic chicken has to say after I picked it up off the floor today. Okay, she got a little bit more of a shake-up. So we'll pick out some cards from the middle. Okay, they're just falling right out. Let's see, we got S'mores Galore, the ultimate bridge burner. So somebody's trying to burn some bridges. That's always good. Just don't forget your marshmallows. Masked and confused. They fake and acting in your face. Pay attention. So you got somebody masked and fake and trying to confuse you, right? They're acting all in your face, trying to deceive you. Stay 10 toes down, 30 steps left. This is not your circus or your monkeys. They're trying to bring you into some sort of dumb game that they're playing. Don't fall for it. What else we got? Stop saying sorry for being you. You are important. Okay? You have the ability to speak up. So speak up. And stop apologizing for it. You might be needing a vacation to recuperate from your vacation. So you went on a vacation and it didn't turn into a vacation. It was more of a run for your life kind of situation, by the sounds of it. The ancestors are weeping at the state of the world. They're spinning in their graves and needing you to stop and listen before it's too late. The ancestors are trying to reach out to you, okay, on a personal basis. So take some time out of your day to find stillness and the silence, and be in the stillness to listen to their messages that they might have for you, and be open to those messages. You'll be surprised what comes through. Yes, you can ask them questions, okay? They will help you through. Very, very wise energy that you can call on for certainty and guidance. All right, maintain your peace. Keep moving forward. Keep that Zen mentality. Keep the attitude of gratitude. Keep being grateful. Keep being humble. Keep being loving, kind, and all that jazz. Okay. There's a lot of energies trying to get you out of that energy, to pull on your energetic frequency, right? To deplete you, to make you feel like you're out of it, to make you feel like you're helpless. Don't believe it. It's projection. Reaction abuse. Don't engage. Okay? There's people out there trying to get you to react by acting a certain way, and it's not working. You need to gray rock them. Just don't even react. Like, make it like you didn't even see it. Make like you're dumb. Make like you're stupid. Make like you're like, okay, well, I'm not even going to entertain that action because I just don't got it. I got no spoons for stupid shit like that. And just gray rock it. Just like, no reaction. Like, when shit like this happens, you want to be in a position where you get an Emmy for worst reaction video, right? That's what you want. You want the Emmy for worst reaction video ever made. Okay, that's how you want it to be. It's time to cut ties, snip, snip, blocked. Okay, so there very well could be somebody that's in your energy that you need to cut ties with. Work on that. Okay, you're a star seed. Whoever I'm speaking to that's resonating with this particular message, that's fallen all out, you're a star seed. Okay, people are tapping into your energy. The ancestors have a message for you. Somebody's trying to give you some sort of reactive abuse, so you act out of character, and you need to burn some bridges with particular people because they're not serving you. And you might be going through a time of rest and recuperation, and there might be people that are trying to make it virtually impossible. Yeah, they're wanting you to get into some sort of a paranoid energy. So if you feel paranoid, it's not your energy. It's somebody projecting that onto you. They want you to be the paranoid penguin, walking around on eggshells, wondering what the hell to do with yourself. They want you in this energy so you don't make any decisions and you miss out on everything. Okay, so sweep up the floor, get the eggshells out of the way. Don't engage in the cockamamie bullshit drama that they want to bring you into. And tap this energy out. This whole paranoid penguin. You will be okay, so yeah. You, whoever I'm speaking to, okay, whoever this message is resonating with, you're not only a starseed, okay? It's looking like that you are a cosmic empress or emperor. Okay? These are particular people that have gone through the stages of their masculine and feminine. Okay, they are balanced within their masculine and feminine. They have already hit their high priestess stage. They've hit their magician stage. They've had their hermit. They've had, yeah, so this is a celestial aspect of the emperor or empress. You are from a different planet. This is the reason why you do not feel at home here. Because you don't belong here. You are actually been sent here to change. You are here to create. Okay? You are here to create a new world. You're going to be feeling a little uncomfortable. You're going to feel out of place. You're going to feel like you don't belong here. And that's basically your verification as to state that you are a starseed. If you feel that you have this emperor or empress energy where you're needing to stand as a leader or be in this creator mode and be creative, then stand on it. Learn to integrate this energy into your reality and stand on it. Stand in this uh, elemental power that is residing within you. Okay, you need to acknowledge this. All right, let's pick out of the middle, like I said I would. A little bunch. What do we have? Reverse magnet, divine protection. So you're divinely protected at this time. All lower frequencies are being repelled away from you. So you might have found that it's a little bit quiet, and that's quite all right. Right now, divine wants you to be picky. Okay, don't be worried about being picky with who you're sharing your energy with. There's a particular karmic Virgo that could be in your energy. Very well could be a toxic mother. We're dealing with a toxic mother. Timmy the Truther, the Holy Revealer. So there's definitely something of truth coming out. Master Manifester, but there's somebody trying to manifest against you. Divine Magnet, divine intervention. So somebody's divine intervention is a little bit late. It's delayed. Okay, due to certain circumstances that will become evident to you soon. Somebody doesn't want to hide anymore. They want to face you, throwing rocks and hiding their hands. So somebody doesn't want to fight. Somebody might want to fight you, but they don't want to hide anymore. We've got a love bombing bouncer, so you very well could have somebody that's going to come in and love bomb you. And this is somebody that you might be cutting ties with. I'm not going to clarify them, but I'll take out another little bit of a chunk out of the middle, and then we're going to get into the tarot. So you could be dealing with a karmic Aquarius. There's a particular person that you might be questioning whether or not they're a psychopath or a covert narcissist. I believe that they are not purebred. They have tendencies. Okay, so when they have tendencies, there's still hope for them. Okay, they can find empathy within themselves to reflect and actually work their way out of this tendency situation, but it takes a lot of time and effort on their part. But I believe that you are dealing with somebody that might be of a tendency kind of situation with this karmic Aquarius, maybe. But their parents are full-fledged right out. Okay. This Aquarius is having issues with self-worth. They hate themselves. It seems like everything they're very judgmental to themselves, so they're feeling like everything they touch is turning to shit. This particular energy that you're intolerant to, okay? They're known to bring bullshit, and you're fructose intolerant. So you have the inability to tolerate other people's bullshit. All right, so you're not gelling with this. So if this particular Aquarius fell off the planet, maybe they ghosted you. It was probably better that they did. We've got return to sender, sending them on a bender, spiraling. So somebody sent you something, and you might have intuitively said, "Not today, Satan," and it got sent back. And it's literally sending them on a bender. Okay, they're spiraling out of control. Okay, the pansy ass that they are. Anyway, probably spiraling out of control. They're drinking. Okay, drunk as a skunk, masking their feelings with alcohol. Right. because they're so butthurt that everything that they're pulling up against you it's not working. It's not even touching you. So the fact that it's not touching you is kind of making them feel a little bit worthless. Like, what? I can't even light a candle, right? They might have burnt down their altar. Their voodoo doll might have caught fire. Their altar cloth might have caught fire and literally burnt up their whole library. Wouldn't that be interesting? I guess that's what happens when you go after a chosen. So somebody doesn't want to lurk anymore. They're done being sour and bitter. We got lurkin' gherkin, the sweet and sour pickle. So somebody wants to, they're all sour about the way things have ended up, but they want to come in and be all sweet with you. But it's like they don't want to live up to their own accountability, right? They'd rather just lurk. But this particular card was upside down, so they don't want to lurk anymore. They want to come back in. So a negative Nancy is changing her tune. She's finding out the truth about something and maybe biting her tongue. So somebody doesn't want to be shallow with you anymore. They're done with the whole snorkel gear situation. They want to go deeper. They want to make a relationship. They want to go to a deeper level with you. Superficial snorkel gear, surface level is in reverse. Right? So somebody wants to go to a deeper level with you. Misunderstanding you on purpose. So somebody wants to actually sit and listen to you and actually get your side of the story. Um, However, they know they can't compete where they don't compare. So it's kind of like, well, I can't beat them, so join them kind of situation. So it's almost as giving me that somebody wants to come in and submit to you. Yeah, but they want you to sugarcoat. You're not a sugarcoat. Um, Apparently, you're living rent free in their head. They can't stop thinking about you, whoever this is that you're dealing with. And they don't want to project anymore. They don't want to project energy on you anymore. So whoever this is, I don't know. I'm getting a very weird kind of wishy-washy energy from them. I don't know if I would even entertain it. Spirit's saying you've got something better coming in anyway. So whether or not it's the best idea to let this energy in or not, I don't know. Use your discernment. Really? Okay, I'll look at them. But I didn't even get the cards shuffled and you're already throwing cards at me. Like, okay, Spirit. Get back to work, Aiden. Seven of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, what are we saying? What are we saying here? The Emperor in reverse and the Hierophant. And the Five of Wands. The feeling I'm getting is somebody's absolutely dumbfounded at the fact that they worked extremely hard at coming against you and trying to ruin your stability and get you to act out of control, to get you to act out of character. Okay? And the only thing that you are committed to is reconciliation. You're not looking to act out of character. You're not looking to be poked and prodded. You're not acting Like, I'm getting a feeling of like gray rock. Like, they want you out of control, they want you acting out of character, they want you acting like a dumbass, like a buffoon. They want you screaming at the top of your lungs, and you're just here like chilling. You're like unbothered, like absolutely unbothered. Okay, and it's got them kind of shook. It's like, are they dumb? Are they stupid? Like, are they even aware of what's actually happening to them? Are they aware of what I'm actually doing? Like, they're trying to haunt you psychically by energetically manipulating you behind your back. And they're wondering if you know that they're doing that. It's almost like giving that they're trying to test your abilities to see if you're actually psychic or not. But you're not even playing their game. It's like okay, and it's making them question as to whether or not, are you even listening? Are you even paying attention? Because if you were so psychic, so to speak, then you would know that I would be here at this time, at this situation, not realizing that it's like they're even sending like telekinetics and different things like that, and you're ignoring it. They're trying to come in and project like they are your guides, trying to telekinetically manipulate you. And you're totally unbothered, unfuckwithable, untouchable, and you're ignoring it. You probably had this come across your mind a couple times, and you're like, oh, it's you again. Zap. Like, get out of my energy. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. What do we got? Yeah. All their lies and the deception that they have is all coming back to haunt them. And it's them that's looking like they're the ones that are out of control. They are the ones that are having to, they're the ones that spoke up about you in the first place behind your back, talking a whole bunch of shit on you. And everything that they're talking about is coming back to bite them. Because who in their right mind would spread around lies, in particular to what they said? It's different for different timelines, but they literally have no other choice but to walk away from this. Um, yeah, they're literally told to shut their mouth, to walk away, that there's literally no hope in a handbasket that they're going to get what they want, and that if they continue to do what they're doing, they very well could be, uh, they're very much on thin ice, because they've been found out to be an absolute pathological liar, and they're told to walk away and stop doing what they're doing, which is your utter wish fulfillment anyway. It's just stay in your own lane, stay out of mine, and move on, kind of thing. Yeah, Knight of Cups. It's due to the emotional manipulation that they were trying to do. It didn't work. They were trying to deplete you, trying to end you, trying to steal your energy, steal your magic. And they had so many people come back, like, and overwhelm you as well. But they had so many people come back and retaliate against them, towards what they've done to you, that they have no other choice but to stand and be put in their place at this point for lying on you. Yeah. And you're coming out a victor. Yeah. There's an empress from your past that has recently let go of some sort of toxicity, and they're all up in their head at how you're winning. Despite your trials, you're still winning. Somebody might want to come in and show some sort of compassion, but it's a one-sided thing. It's they're trying to get some sort of energy from you, and it's not worth it. So if there's somebody coming in from the past, it seems a little off, don't entertain it. If they kind of go back into your memory as how they reacted to you before, and just understand nothing has changed with them. Let's just say they're a little bit lacking on the supply lately. I don't know why, but I get a female Capricorn in particular. Someone with black hair, glasses. I don't know if that's for somebody. It's a picture of somebody coming into my mind here. But anyway. But specifically a female. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. Really? Give me a break. Okay. Okay, so somebody's going through it. They're homeless. They're all in their fields, but this is their karma. They had a major tower come in. There was a new idea that come in, and it was to sabotage you. Okay? And they partnered up. They thought it was all going to work out as planned. They were doing it at nighttime. They had all the hope in the world, but it didn't turn out the way that they wanted. The Wheel of Fortune didn't go in their favor. There was actually delays that overwhelmed them. And then one of them had an awakening, and they started to have a fight. And there was some sort of betrayal that they now have to somehow resolve. And because of this betrayal that they have to resolve, somebody in that betrayal is actually coming forward with information regarding whatever situation that was that was being done behind your back that you didn't see. There's something coming forward that is going to get you moving towards a particular person or a particular situation. About a 10 of Cups. And this is going to end any particular game. But it's going to require you to stand on truth of the truth of what you're standing with here, and take a leap of faith in a new direction. This is coming in soon. Yeah, clarity is coming. Somebody's trying to come in and make you juggle. Okay, and that's done. That's over. The game over. Okay, somebody was found out, I'm getting. Somebody was found out and somebody spoke up. Yeah, somebody found out, somebody spoke up, and Yeah. Somebody's coming forward with some sort of clarity. All right. What is going on, collective? How's it going? All right. Tell me something good, please, spirit. Tell me something good. Tell me something good, spirit. Tell me something good. Sure. Drop it on out. So we got 6 of shells, which is the 6 of cups on the bottom of the deck. And we have the 10 of shells in reverse on the top. Okay. We've got the 8 of shells in the middle. So whoever I'm speaking to, this message coming in, you're taking a leave. You're taking a walk. You are done. You're not playing this game anymore. You've had enough. You're throwing in the towel. You very well could be bringing marshmallows to a bridge burning. Hopefully, if there's no kids involved. But within this transition from a gruesome 10 of cups in reverse to a 6 of shells right side up, I think this is you realizing the past and moving on. I'm also kind of getting the feeling of a 7 of pentacles here, but in reverse. You're taking stock and to think that, you know what, it's giving me you should have went with your first thought rather than try to settle. Because I get a feeling that whoever I'm speaking to right now, you let go of a love prior to this mayhem that you're dealing with. You actually had somebody that you had of interest and it just kind of fell out. You wanted to work on it, but it wasn't in alignment at the time. And it just fell apart. And you're kind of sitting there reminiscing that I should have went with them instead of this. You're kind of regretting the decisions you've made. It's kind of giving me, oh, fuck, it wasn't greener on the other side after all. And it's something that, like, you already knew this. But it's like you're picking something that was comfortable to you instead of something that might have had a little bit of uncertainty and room to grow or room to be kind of created. But you didn't take it. You were too scared of it. We've got the King of Acorns. We've got the Shaman. We've got the Page of Shells, Page of Cups. The Nine of Crystals. We got the Strength card in reverse. And we got the Temperance in reverse. So yeah, this was not in divine timing. Things did not happen the way that they were supposed to. It kind of fell apart. I'm getting a feeling that you might have been emotionally manipulated. Somebody come in with a bit of compassion or whatever that kind of maybe got under your skin and got you to give them some sort of compassion, and then it kind of distracted you, and then they're hot and cold. this particular relationship you're moving out of, it brought not only chaos to your life, but it brought out and helped you integrate your shadow, which isn't the best of times, I'll tell you. Sweet dreams, Ryan. Or Max, whoever's going. Yeah. But it helped you to stand in your power. It helped you to integrate your shaman, your shadow work. It heightened your inspiration and your intuition. So this chaos and imbalance that had come in is very sneaky. This is something that you didn't see coming, but you are going to get all that back. You are going to get what was taken from you. This is to prepare you and to get you to heighten your resourcefulness, your experience. Remember, this is a training ground, right? Now, this kind of pushed you to do something that you didn't really have courage to do. You didn't feel that you had it in you to get through this, but here you are. Okay? And despite the fact that you didn't think that you were going to get through it, here you are. And this needs to be recognized. It needs to be celebrated. Because just around the corner, I'll let you know that there is a independence. You've done the work, collective. And there's prosperity and abundance and personal wish fulfillment, personal stability, peace of mind. It's literally right around the corner. Because of you doing what you were doing. And you were following your calling, you were following what was meant for you. Through your shaman, through your king of wands, through your intuition, you allowed this to shape and to guide you. And because of that, things are going to switch up for you. Things are going to change drastically. I get a feeling things are going to be very different than what they usually are. There might be even a point where you might have to slap yourself to see if it is actually real. Okay. Can I get a couple more, please, Spirit? How about 3? 2 and then a 1. 2 and a 1. Okay. Oh, wow. Somebody didn't think that you could handle your blessings. So somebody tried to take control of your blessings, and then they ended up just taking your blessings. But they played it as if they needed to be in control of your blessings, so that way, because you somehow couldn't figure out how to deal with that type of blessing. They thought that you didn't have, they played it like you didn't have enough brains to deal with that particular, and I'm kind of getting an inheritance with this Ten of Crystals. They played it like you weren't grown up enough to handle this particular thing, whatever it might be. So they basically stole it and took it for themselves instead. Right? And they themselves didn't bother investing anything into it. They just spent it all like it was nothing. I'm getting a feeling that this same energy that stole from you, they're calling you selfish. They're saying that you're all about the money. You're saying that you're um, a gold digger. Meanwhile, they're the ones that literally stole your money and spent it all, and ended up calling you selfish. The audacity is real with this one. Yeah, 10 of acorns. They don't want to take responsibility for spending your money now. They take ownership of your money and then they don't bother paying. I don't know. I guess there would be some sort of taxes on that money. And they didn't bother taking into allocation of the taxes of having that particular money. Like this particular money should have been invested. It shouldn't have been spent. And it's like they took your money, they spent your money, and now they're trying to flip the money because of the taxes, right? They have nothing to give for the taxes that was spent. I don't know how it all works, but anyway. I guess there's an inheritance tax, but they didn't consider the inheritance tax. And because they took ownership of the money, they took responsibility of the money, and they spent it all thinking that they were going to basically get what they wanted and screw you over, and they're the ones that got handed the bill. So they also have to pay the taxes, and they don't have any money left to pay the taxes with. So in retrospect, they pretty well screwed themselves. Interesting. Hmm. Spirit saying that despite the fact that you might have had an inheritance taken, the Spirit's going to bring abundance and prosperity to you in a way that's more beneficial to you anyhow. And the people that have taken and stolen from you, they're going to be put in their place. They're going to have nothing to say. They're going to have no other choice but to reconcile with you. They're going to have to sit down and learn something. It's the feeling I'm getting. Yeah, they're coming in and asking you for help now. Meanwhile, you're moving on towards the future. You're cutting out this energy. You're standing pretty stable for yourself. You just need more courage and be committed. Continue to be committed to what you're working on. Somebody's trying to take away your sanctuary and rest. Somebody's very restless at this point because the manipulation isn't working. Um, they're trying to take action, but they can't. It's like they're stuck. They're discovering that there's a different truth, there's a different perspective to this, and it's not favorable for them. Somebody's awakening to a different idea. There very well could be a air sign going to jail. Something to do with your car or your vehicle. They work together with a particular other person to sabotage you, to keep you from moving forward, and to steal from you. Because you were in the process of trying to create some sort of abundance for yourself. And they tried to stop your transformation and turn your world upside down. Because they were jealous of your power, but you stood on boundaries and you stood up for yourself. And all that was done in the dark is coming to light. And it's all because you chose not to be with them. You acquaintanced them. You didn't even friend zone them. You put them in the acquaintance pile. Like, you wanted nothing to do with them at all. Like, sure as hell you weren't going to jump into bed with them. They were wanting that, but it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, and they're all butthurt at the fact that you friend zoned them and left them pretty well in the dark. You weighed your options and you're like, nope, not today. And they had a hard time walking away from you. I mean, come on, collective, you're a catch. But they felt defeated. The Wheel of Fortune did not go in their favor. People just need to get a fucking life. Stay in their fucking lane. And stop sabotaging people. It's just stupid. Like, dumb. Like, really dumb. Alright, Spirit, what's the vibe? The vibe and another little message from the tarot, and I'm out. I'll be done for the evening. If you want to get a personal, you can hit up the description box, my link section, and head over to Hipsy for a personal reading. You can go on over there. As well, the merch shop, I guess prices aren't going to be increasing currently right now, so things should be okay. So go get some merch while you can. What else? Yeah, if you want to like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want with the YouTube video. You want to support the channel, it'd be great. I need some more members. Become a member. You can throw me a super chat, super thanks, super sticker. I'm looking to get into my own space. So all the support in that would be greatly appreciated. This is literally my only option right now for work at this point. So thank you for your support anyhow. Either way. All is greatly appreciated. Anyway, what's going on with the vibe, Spirit? What do we need to know? Yeah, somebody envies you. They're resentful. They're in this competitive. They're very discontent. What's this? Ooh, karmics. What else is new? Tell me more. Yeah, so there's some sort of a third party bunch. Bunch of haters that you maybe learned a lesson from. They're very envious and resentful. Very discontent at the fact that they don't have any more possibilities with you. Aw, poor muffins. Eat dirt, you motherfuckers. Yeah, they want to get unblocked. They think that you're blowing it out of proportion, that you're so cautious, you're insecure, and you're guarded. They want you to drop the paranoia so they can bring you more chaos. Okay. Yeah. They don't want to be blocked anymore. They don't want to move on. And they're letting their envy get to them. Because they're karmic assholes, that's why. They don't want to move on. They've got a whole bunch of shit to say to you, apparently. And they won't stop calling on your energy. They very well could be doing come to me spells. They very well could be doing any particular manipulation magic to create chaos. And um, they're very undisciplined. Okay, they're kind of off their rocker at this point. At the fact that you're not allowing them back in. You keep a knocking, but you can't come in. Yeah, and they got no good vibes. Today, tomorrow, the next day, doesn't really matter. They don't be carrying any good vibes, and this is why they don't have any action. They don't have any connection to you. You're no longer cautious anymore because you're done with this energy once and for all. But they want you paranoid. And it seems like they're going to be the one facing the consequences to their bad choices and their games and their mixed signals. They're the ones that are going to be dealt this chaos that they want for you. And they're probably going through it right now. Okay? What's going on? Oh, yeah. They want you to unblock them so they can give you a piece of their mind. That's funny. Yeah, they want to make some major bad decisions. They don't want to take accountability for them. They just want to continue on. Meanwhile, you're done with this. You're done with this whole old dead-end relationship. Yeah, you're done with this energy. You're inspired, you're optimistic, and successful for the future. And they don't like it. They don't like the fact that you're so successful. And the fact that you're nurturing other people and you're not nurturing them, oh my God, it just drives them up the wall. Okay, they're stressed out, they've got migraines, they're full of worry. Yeah. And the fact that you're not showing any compassion to them, but you're showing compassion to other people, it makes their blood boil. It literally makes their blood boil, knowing that you actually still have love and compassion in your heart after all they've done to you. But whatever love and compassion that you have, it has no direction to them. Boiling, okay? And they're trying to get you to throw away your glow up, okay? They want you to throw away your new opportunities, your new career, and the successful business that you're building. Because at least if you do that, then they'll have something to put you down about. Well, see, you couldn't even start your own business. You couldn't even run that. You're a worthless piece of shit. Yeah, so they just wanted to create chaos. Meanwhile, that's not what's going to happen. Yeah, these people are in for a rude awakening. They don't even know what's coming. They're about to have to scrape their chin off the floor. Okay, the cards are literally just dropping out of the deck. So we have the Star, or no, the Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So you're coming out of the cold soon. You're going to be celebrating. Somebody's coming in and asking you for help. But they want a part of your independence. Because they see that you're moving towards your independence and they want to be with you. So somebody's going to come in and ask you for help. But it's going to be something to pull you into some sort of connection. And it's basically going to it's going to help you realize that you are independent. It's going to help you realize that there's going to be some major changes. This particular person is going to help you realize what you're good at and what you're not. And it's almost as if they're going to show you. But we're moving from a Nine of Pentacles to an Eight of Pentacles. And this is with a major change in a major tower. So I think this is just you going back to the drawing board and kind of reshaping as to how you're going to move. It's just like a recalibration or a refocus or taking stock of where you're excelling and focusing on that. It's kind of like capitalizing on your talents in order to bring your Nine of Pentacles. But it's really being evident here that you're not needing to have a relationship to do that. You can find that on your own. There's definitely a need of taking a leap of faith when you get some sort of news. There's some sort of news coming in, very beautiful news. Take the leap of faith. End out this old cycle once and for all. You deserve this. It's going to get you out of your comfort zone. It's going to bring major changes to you, but it's going to be good for you. It's going to bring you to a more stable energy. We got the Two of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Hangman. There's a King of Cups here that's very stubborn in their ways. They're coming in to show some sort of compassion. Okay? But it's to create chaos. And nothing else. Yeah, it's just to get you in your fields. So if there's some sort of a King of Cups, guard your heart. Guard your heart. Okay? If there's somebody coming in and being deceitful and kind of love bombing you, shut it down. Be like, I don't need no love bomb. Yeah, they're just bringing injustice and balance. They're coming in wanting a relationship with you. So if somebody comes in and saying, oh, I want a relationship with you, let's start with the friendship first. Okay? Because they're just coming in to take from you and leave you in the fucking fields. Leave you in your head thinking about shit. Feeling sad. Feeling all trapped up in your head. We're talking about a Cancer here. Okay? There's a Cancer individual coming in. And they're just being very, very deceptive and causing you conflict. Yeah, trying to ruin your foundation, trying to ruin your home. And they've got this new idea. They want to come in and nurture you to try to balance things out so that way you don't walk away. And they're going to try to get you to remunerate about the past and how good it was. And then they're going to try to get you out of character. They're obsessed with you, literally obsessed. And they're having hopes of a new beginning with you. They want to tell you some sort of truth regarding a Gemini and some sort of a Ten of Cups. Yeah, the world and the Wheel of Fortune. Something to do with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, too. And how they were coming in with a lot of deception and lies. All because you were growing something beautiful and moving forward, being inspired and winning. They wanted to ruin you and create a helplessness. And they worked together with 3 other people to triangulate you. And this was their wish fulfillment. And they created some very unfavorable situations for themselves, and now they're trying to, it seems like they're trying to shift the blame onto you, that you're the problem. Yeah. Just be patient, because there's going to be something coming out. There's going to be some sort of communication coming forward about a betrayal and sneaky ass bullshit. This is about depleting you. King of Swords lying on you. King of Swords lying on you, and a Queen of Wands in reverse, being very manipulative, casting misjudgment on you, and illusions, trying to create an emotional situation regarding a Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this is something about a walking away, so that way they wouldn't get the Ten of Pentacles. So it's giving me a lot of the same old bullshit that keeps coming up. So I'm just going to put it all together here and close it all down. Because I'm done with this dumbass energy. But there's some sort of clarity coming forward about some sort of teamwork, working together to come about to rip you apart. So, whatever. And I get a feeling that they waited this long, so that way there's no time that you can't do anything about it. They've strung it along this long, so that way there's, well, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you call in? Why didn't you report it? Why didn't you? Because I didn't have the information. That's why. I didn't have the concrete information as to how, when, what, and where, and wherever. You know, you can't just call up with an intuition. You have to call up with concrete evidence. And people were too much of a coward to come forward with the actual evidence and the information that you needed to make a report to begin with. So, somebody's definitely in their feelings. They're having regrets. And if they don't have regrets, they're going to have regrets very soon. This all ties back to the very first reading I started with here tonight. So anyway, collective, I hope you had a good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. And, yeah. Have a good evening. If you can't be good at it, be good to yourself, so that way you can be good to others. Oh, and by the way, to all my tribe, can we please pray for little B? Because she's having a rough time tonight. So if we can all send little B some love, it would be great. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And I catch you in the next video.